Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Vintage Story. So, I'm not actually ready to start recording just yet. I'm basically gonna go out and cut some more wood. But, anyways, I've got something I had to show you. Because I've had some questions about, we are gonna go mining down in the caves. But I'm gonna show you exactly why I haven't gone mining yet. I've been down there in my single player world. I've been down there in test worlds just to see. And this is an example of why we haven't gone mining just yet. I'm not brave enough. Look at this. That's locusts, right? And here they come. Here comes the horde of locusts. They're not too hard to kill, especially like one-on-one, but look at how many we've got. I mean, this is just the part of the pack that pulled out to chase us. I mean, I'm better off running from this, of course, but... oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're going to run from this. It'd be kind of cool if the locusts, attacked that boar. Right? And just, slaughtered it. But that is why we haven't gone mining yet. That is exactly why I haven't been brave enough to go down there just yet. It's a terrifying place. It really, really is. So anyways, I'll be back here in a bit. I mean, I'm still getting some stuff together. I'm doing a little bit of farming and chopping wood, and I'm about to make some shears so that I can start getting saplings whenever I go chop wood. I went out to gather berries, and then I was about to, start working on some shears, heat up some metal, make some shears. And then the horde of locusts, I noticed them, so I had to show you guys that. Because that's a perfect example of why we're not down in the mines just yet. Okay, it's been a little bit since the locust swarm. I went out and gathered a bunch more wood. I also did a little bit more metal casting. We got a shovel, pickaxe, sword, and axe right there. And then if we take a look inside of this chest, I've got nearly one of everything. I did break my other pick, so I'm in a new one, but I haven't actually started using that one. Now, one thing I've noticed, I did make some shears here, which of course have to be done on the anvil. One thing I've noticed is, and I don't know if maybe, let's see, I don't think the different tier of shears have any impact. I'm hoping maybe once we start actually cultivating trees and using shears on trees that we've actually grown, maybe it'll be a little bit better. But something I've noticed is that saplings do not drop very often at all. I cut down quite a few trees. I actually cut down 2 of those really big pine trees. And I only got 1 sapling from 2 of those. With all the leaves and everything. They don't seem to drop very often at all. So if that's a thing, it's going to be hard to actually upkeep a tree farm without going out to gather saplings. And I mean, I've been using the shears on them. We've got a lot of sticks that have been building up, but we don't have a whole lot of saplings. So just a heads up. But anyways, what we're going to do today, I think, is I am planning on building today. Oh look, we got a buddy. And what we're gonna work on first and foremost, I think, is we're going to start work on roads, because I think it's very important that we actually start getting some roads put in. And we might start in the blacksmith area, or it might be a little bit later. But if you take low fertility soil and any kind of stone, you can actually make these stone paths. It's going to take a lot of stone to do our roads everywhere. But the nice thing about these stone paths is you actually get a speed boost when you move on them, when you're running across them. So let me get... Oh, and I went and gathered a bunch of clay. We got a bunch of stacks of that. Okay, so I've got quite a few rocks here. It's about all I've got. All the full stacks that I've got anyways. And I think what we're going to do... Oh, let me grab food too. Always something I'm forgetting. By the way, you will notice I got my 4th leather backpack now. I killed hyenas for it. Because hyenas are pretty easy, so I just killed those hyenas, a couple of those, and I had enough leather. It was literally 2 of them. It was 2 of them together, and I just, until they're dead. So, but I think we're going to start our building venture Well, the sun's going to be setting now. That's okay. That's okay. I actually wouldn't mind running across some drifters out here. And the reason being, I discovered... I've been, like, periodically, anytime I have, like, a question, and I'll go on the Discord and I'll just search it, you know, on the Discord search feature on the Vintage Story Discord. And I happened to look at seeing about setting spawn, because, like, I know there's actually a few other beds available in the game. You can set your spawn, but it's from killing drifters. There's a very rare drop that comes from drifters that allows you to set spawn. And so that's what we need in order to do that. So, I don't think any of these little caves lead anywhere. I want to cover up these like holes in the ground, but only the ones that like don't lead anywhere. And as of right now, I'm not for sure how we would go about getting leaves. I want leaves for my build, but I don't know of a way to actually get them at the moment. So let's set this here. But what we're going to do for our path is, I'll show you the design I'm thinking of. So I have my scythe on me by chance. I do. That's great. I guess I should start using that because I actually need a bit of this grass here soon. And by the way, this grass does regrow. So it will regrow over time. Actually, my farm over there has been, all the little empty plots have been getting grass on them. Like, it hasn't broken the farmland. Like, it's still farmland, and, you know, I can pull up the grass and replant it, but it's almost like weeds growing in my farmland I have to, like, pluck out. But anyways, what I'm thinking for our pathways is I'm going to do them, I don't know exactly how wide I want to go. At least 3, I think, for the main roads. Like, look at that. And that sound it makes whenever you place it is just great. But I think I want to have roads be, like, a big part of our build, because we do get the speed boost when we move across them, and I almost want to do, like, a little town. Wow, look at all of the drifters. There is an update, actually, to cut down on the amount of drifters that spawn, but I haven't updated yet, because, I don't know, I kind of like a lot of mobs. Personally. I like, it gets dangerous at night because of the drifters, and, I mean, they're really not tough, like, one-on-one. Like that, I mean, that's not difficult at all. And, I don't know, I kind of like having just a bunch of them out here. You're gonna die, too. Haha. Haha. I'm just gonna kill things. I'm trying to build, but I'm just gonna kill. Okay, but yeah, there is a rare drop from them, so it would be nice to find that. But I've heard that the drop chance on it is super low. But on the plus side, we do get flax fibers, like, fairly often from them, which is always good. It looks like those have despawned, so yeah. But I'm thinking the road, if we do it, I don't know if I want to do 3 wide or make it wider. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm at least going to go 4 wide. The reason being, it's a little bit easier to implement doors and make them centered if you have an even sized road. And honestly, I think 4 wide feels good. Of course, right now it just looks like a big box, but once we bring this out, I think it'll look pretty nice. It's just going to take so much stone. Like, I feel like we're going to need to go mining a lot to get the stone that we need to make these roads. Not to mention the buildings that these roads connect up. I can't help, like, luring these guys in. No, you're going to stop running from me. And kind of what I'm thinking as far as the build goes, since this is actually the first time we've talked about the build, or, you know, what I have in mind. And kind of what I'm thinking is, actually, that big mountain, I'm actually going to dig through the middle of it before long, so we can get to the other side and have, like, a road that goes down through the mountains and maybe open up, you know, the sides of it and everything. But what I'm thinking is we're going to have, like, a town down here, kind of, like a little, I don't know, maybe it's going to grow, probably, because I'm thinking this series, but this series, I imagine, will probably just play vanilla and just keep doing it. Kind of like I used to play Minecraft, you know, just vanilla for, like, long periods of time and build stuff. Just keep building things. And so I'm thinking, like, probably down here have, like, a village, and then the road going through the mountains, but I wouldn't mind, actually, with all the ladders and stuff that we can do in here, I really wouldn't mind doing a little bit of building on top of the mountain as well, like, as time goes on. Right now I want to focus down here, but you know, I wouldn't mind doing some stuff like that. Of course, a lot of our builds are just going to be purely decorative after a certain point. Initially, we're going to be focused on like blacksmith, farm, stuff like that, you know, that we have to have. Or farms, I should say. We're going to have more than one, but I really love these roads. And I love how it randomizes the textures between like having some of that moss and then being cleared, and they just look really good. But anyways, I'm thinking about having these stone paths. I'm actually going to have to go mining here in a minute. Okay, so we've started a road and I'm out of stone already. But to give you an idea, like if the speed boost, like I'm sprinting right now, and then whenever I hit this path, like look at that. It's quite a sizable difference in speed. So I think those roads are going to be awesome for allowing us to, you know, get around our base fairly quickly. Let's run back over to our hovel. And I want to grab, I think I've already made up some cobblestone. And if so, I want to grab that. Okay, I've got 16 pieces of the andesite cobblestone. Okay, yeah, we're going to take that. Because we are going to use a little bit of that, and also blue clay. We're going to use a bit of, and then I really need more andesite. In truth, for what I want to do, because like right now I just want to get like the base idea for the roads. A lot of the roads I'm going to be expanding, you know, off camera, because it's literally like just doing the same thing, you know. But I want to get like the base structure down so you guys can see. And then, you know, we might start on the blacksmith. I've got to figure out exactly, because I've got all this room. And I've got to figure out exactly where I want to plot everything. But, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do the blacksmith first or if I want to start with the farms. So the farms actually have like a permanent location. I want to see what this is. This is actually like pretty much dead centered with the mountain. Okay. But I'm going to look and see, because if the mountain is made of andesite, then that's what I'm going to want to be digging up. Okay, this is the center right side. I'm going to follow this through. Yeah, this would be like right in here. And yeah, actually, I think I don't think I'm going to change this really. And that is andesite, because I think what I'll do is I'll just have it kind of turn a little bit as it comes up into here, and then we'll do it like 5 wide, maybe 6 wide, maybe dig this out. And this will work really, really well, because like I can clear this, and I actually need the andesite for our build. So this will work out perfectly. And I'm going to try to get some of these like actual stone blocks, just kind of in passing, like, oh, okay, well, you know, if I'm digging up stuff, I might as well go ahead and get some of them, I feel like. I do feel as though it's going to take a long time to get to this mountain. I feel like I've been mining for a little while, and I've barely scratched the surface. Now, of course, once we get some better tools, it'll be faster, but I will say the next batch of tools take a little bit more effort, and of course, we're going to have to go, we can't do any surface mining for that stuff. Making alloys, we're not going to be able to do surface mining. We're actually going to have to start mining, which we do have a prospecting pick head. So we do need to get into prospecting before long, but I kind of want to take a few episodes and just kind of maybe start our town before I worry too much about like really serious mining. You know what I mean? And probably the next thing of the next section of mining that we're going to do is going to be just cave mining and not so much prospecting, because I actually want to explore those caves. Not to mention there are like little almost like dungeons. I found them in my creative world before. And they're like filled with loot, and they have like they have these brick blocks, right? And by default, you can't. I don't think you can craft the brick blocks. What is that? Oh, now we're hitting granite. I don't want granite. I want andesite. Well, anyways, there's these brick blocks that actually look like you know, like big solid bricks that are put together, and you can't craft them. I don't believe. And, oh, my inventory's full. No. I need these stones. I guess I can use the granite for making my paths, but I'm going to have to throw something down. I don't want to throw anything down. I'm a hoarder. Why do I have a flint knife? Let's throw that down, actually. I actually do not need the flint knife. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more of this granite since I've got some space on me. But there are like bricks and stuff that normally you can't craft at the moment. There are some of those bricks available in there. which long term I would really like to use them for building, but that's really the only source, I think, of getting those at the moment. Not to mention there's like some other stuff that's uncraftable. I think there's actually 3 different beds in the game that I've seen in like, you know, in creative mode. And each one has different, you know, amount of time that it can sleep. And actually the best one I don't believe that you can craft. I think it probably comes from those dungeons. So I'd really like to check those out. Alright, so look at that. We've started. I decided I'm going to go like one line and just go through. Then I'm going to do the other side, go through. And then I'm going to trim off like the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to just dig through the center there and get a bunch of those falling blocks for like the smooth blocks. Because I wouldn't mind having some of those too for building. But anyways, what I've got in mind, what I want these for is, I really wish you could like drag. That would be great. We'll do, that's granite. Let's do like 32. That'll be a stack. Yeah, we're going to do these andesite cobblestone slabs. And let me knock out this hyena before it tries to get me from behind. Yeah. Listen to him. Listen to him. Ha 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 ha. Alright, there we go. A little bit more leather. And a bit more meat as well. So, that's good. But what I'm thinking is for our paths. Which these, of course, these will be wider or, you know, thinner, depending on where. But I think 4 wide will be like a good, solid, like, main path. I thought about putting, like, plants in the middle, but I don't feel like it really fits the theme. Because, of course, the game is, like, more, like, medieval Europe kind of a theme. So I think that would be, I think this will be good. And so what I'm thinking is we're going to do, like, okay, well, we'll say, like, right here, we're going to put, no, not that. Right here, we're going to put down, like, andesite cobblestone, and then we're going to come down, like, which actually I'm going to have to, I don't want that grass down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, like, a slab right there. Oh, that means I'm going to have to do it for all of it. No. Okay, let me pull all this up. That just increased my my slab cost by a decent amount, but I don't really want that grass sticking out because it just doesn't look right. So I feel like building on here is like super costly, but I feel like it's something that would like really, I actually kind of like that in truth. I don't know, because then we could put a fence right there. But then again, I don't know that I want fences all down through here. But what I was thinking is we would put like a block there, then we'd come down like 5 blocks, let's say, and do another one, and then come down like 5 blocks, do another one, and so on and so forth. And then what I'm thinking is we'll actually take, this is where it's going to get extremely costly, like really quick, because these take fat. But I'm thinking we'll just come through and put oil lamps on these. Do this. So once our road actually gets really big, you know, you kind of look down and you see these oil lamps kind of glowing and the road is kind of illuminated. And I actually love the lighting for the oil lamps. I know it's not as strong as like the lanterns, because I have seen the lanterns in Ashantin's videos. And I do quite like the lanterns, especially for like an interior space, but I love the lighting for the oil lamps because they're just kind of more of like a dim, almost like mood lighting, and I love that lighting so much. But originally what I was thinking is we would do like cobblestone down through there. But now I don't know, since I'm going to put that slab down. Let's try one other thing real quick. Actually, we're going to leave this here just as like a reference. And let me run over, I need to dump my inventory because it's terrible right now. Let me run over back to our dirt hovel. Actually, I think maybe once that cave opening gets dug out a decent ways, I might actually move our storage and some things like that. I'll probably leave my smithing over here for now. But I may move some of our chests, or I'll set up chests. Let's say, yeah. Actually, let me set up some chests on site. That would be great for like rock storage. So we'll go ahead and just whip up like 4 chests, just to help us with storing all this stuff. And actually, do we want to go ahead and make a better bed? But yeah, let's do a better bed. Let's get 3 of these pieces of hay grass. And then we're going to need some flax fibers. We're actually going to need quite a few of these. Let me put away. that. Where's the rest of my flax? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to have enough. Yeah. I'm still going to need a little bit more flax. So maybe at night I'll kill some more drifters. But okay, let's head back to our road. Our road that we're calling home for right now. We're going to be in this area a lot moving forward. But hopefully, like I said, I'm going to do the building kind of on camera. Like right now we're kind of talking about it and getting, you know, it's our first building video. But we will be doing a bit of building on camera. So just a heads up. I love this lighting. I do. I love it so much. Alright, so let's set up our chests. These are going to be our project chests. I'm just going to put them over here. That'll be fine. Then we'll light it up a little bit. And then I think I'm actually going to split this up and we'll have like one that's andesite. We'll have one, you know, something else. And I'm just hanging out here with all these drifters. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some birch planks. And we can actually take these. We can make ourselves some signs. Right, is that not, no, that's Minecraft signs. What's the, I always got the little, like, wiki pulled up here so I have recipes available. Let's go ahead and get ourselves, like, 4 signs. I actually really like the signs on here a lot. And we'll just put these down, like, that. I do need to kill those guys, though, because I need that linen for a better bed. I feel like we've reached a point on here where it's not so, like, everything's going to kill it. Well, the locusts are an exception, but we'll just put on here, we'll just say, you know, andesite, and we'll save, and there we go. See, it auto centers and everything. And then over here, we're going to say granite and save. And then over here, we'll say, like, miscellaneous blocks and save. And then this over here will be very miscellaneous stuff. So it's just going to be like a catch-all. Oh, whoops. Alright, but anyways, what we can do is we can take our planks and we can place them like that. And let's actually just go ahead and make a bunch of these. Drop sticks in the middle right there and we get 8 wooden fences. There's different ones, actually. I didn't think about that. There's different fences. We'll try birch. And then I might actually try... I'll tell you what, I might as well just go ahead and make these because I am going to eventually probably use them somewhere. But see, that's like the birch fences. And so I don't know if I want to do that or this. I feel like that looks a little bit better. But then again, I feel like it's kind of situational too. Like, where's this going to be? I don't know. I'm going to stick with the fences for right now, I think. I really like those. And then we might... let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you like the andesite slabs or do you like the fences? I don't know. I really like the fences because it's more of a contrast. I mean, there's some other types of, you know, stone and stuff that I could use. I feel like I can just, like, run away from these guys, like, super easy on this, like, road because I move so much faster. Yeah, give me that flax. Look at that. Minus the drifter. Like, I feel like once we have a lot of this done, it's going to look pretty nice. It's just very expensive. And the way resources are on here, it takes a while to, like, build anything. But you just, I don't know, you feel, like, really proud of it. Like, this is just, like, a little pathway. But I'm already, like, really proud of it. So, but actually what I'm thinking is this is going to be, because, like, you come out of the mountain here. So maybe we're going to have, like, a blacksmith sitting it, like, right over here. I would like to get onto the blacksmith build, you know, over the next, you know, couple episodes. But I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of resource farming. Not necessarily like mining, but just farming for like stone. I'm going to be doing a lot of stone farming between episodes. I can already tell you. So maybe like the blacksmith is over here. So we're going to do this as like a 3 wide entry. Or the road's going to kind of split off here. But we'll have the path, you know, open up right there. I was thinking about doing like a curved road or like curving off of it. But I think just like a straight entry, because the blacksmith is going to be sitting like right over here. Of course, the blacksmith's going to have a lot of outside stuff, and then we'll have inside stuff as well. But I think that'll be good. And then I just have to match up, like on this side, I have to match that up. Because otherwise we're going to get all lopsided. They sneak up on you, I swear. But I kill so many of these guys throughout the night. It is doing a lot of damage to my sword, though. But yeah, I don't think that I want anything on the other side of the road just yet. Maybe. But I don't think I want it, like, even. So I think I'm just going to put a fence right there. I'm going to need so many of these oil lamps, though. Because I'm planning on the roads being fairly large. And to do one every 5 blocks, and I already need, like, 3 right now. Oh. It's going to be so much clay and so much fat. I guess the nice thing is these guys can't get through the fences. Okay, there's another lump of fat. 5 meat. I like all these hyenas on these plains. I love it so much. Like, it's so good. It's so good for hunting. It really, really is. Alright, I'm going to do a bit of mining. I'm going to clear out a bit more of this. And I'll be back here in a bit. I need to stock back up on stone. Namely granite. Because I don't want to use my andesite for making paths. But I'm out of blocks to make paths with. So, yeah, see, for our smooth stone, I can just kind of come down through here. And break like every other block. And it just snaps right off. Because I've dug out around it. And that way I can just build up the smooth stone if I want it for building, or if you know, I want it for making a bunch of cairns, or it's possible we may see recipes. I don't think nothing comes to mind off the top of my head that takes that smooth stone aside from the cairns. But you never know. We might see more, you know, recipes that require it or something like that. Plus building, of course. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to see what's down here. You know? Like all these like caves. I just want to know what all's down there, but at the same time, it kind of worries me. Oh, and I don't have any torches or anything. I see locusts. That's why I'm scared to go down there in the dark places, because they are rife with danger. So we're gonna go back up. Actually, we will be going like into caves here soon. Just not right this second. Oh yeah, see, I like that from a distance. I think it's gonna come together nicely. Okay, I've been out looking for birch because I'm out of fences, basically. And I wanted to show you how the shears work. So, like, I finally found some more birch. It's not very common around here. I think I'm gonna have to travel a little bit to get a good supply of birch going. But what we can do is we can take our shears, and you can see it harvests like a decent little amount. Kind of like how the scythe does for, you know, the grass that we were doing earlier. It does harvest a decent amount of leaves, and you have a lot more sticks. Was that a sapling? Oh, it was a sapling. Yes. Okay. And my inventory is shot. Awesome. Okay. I don't really need the stick. I have so many sticks at the moment. It's just crazy. But you do, you get a better chance at getting saplings, from what I understand, as well. Part of me wants to gather these. I just don't have the space at the moment. So I'm probably just going to leave them. Hey, I see a birch tree. Let's go. Whenever we get back, I'm actually probably going to plant these because I'm going to need so much birch. I do think I like the birch fences a lot. I'll double check in creative, but I think I do like the birch. Because I like the, you know, the color of that. Was that another? It was another sapling. See, I'm getting lucky now. It's because you guys are here, so I'm like getting lucky on the saplings, which is great. Oh, there's a bolette mushrooms. Alright. Yeah, there's actually a decent amount of birch up here, it seems like. Yeah, there's another sapling. So we're up to 3 birch saplings that I'm going to replant whenever I get back. And the sun is starting to go down. I'm going to stay out here for a bit and try to get at least a little bit more birch. Maybe. Well, I've got over a stack. I don't know. I'm going to leave it recording just in case something does happen. I think I just got 2 saplings out of that. Yeah, we're up to 6. What is with the luck all of a sudden? Because like I wasn't getting saplings for nothing before. I don't know if maybe just RNG hated me. That's a possibility. But like I was like, man, like I was like, man, we're never going to be able to like make a tree farm. Hey. I don't know what that is. Something's glowing. I'm fighting lurkers here. I wonder if that's what I'm supposed to be getting. Do you think? There's another lurker that took off over in that direction somewhere. I need to drop something. Because I guess I don't really need this medium fertility soil. Temporal gear. That is actually what we're looking for. I remember that name. It says shivering yet somehow sturdy, can be shattered to create a returning point. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. That's the what's supposed to be a pretty rare drop off of these guys. Of course, we've been just mass murdering them this episode. I think I've probably killed around I don't know. I mean, I broke a sword on them. I broke a copper sword killing them this episode. I think we probably killed around, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30. It's not too many. Let me actually get... I got some more of these. I actually grabbed the 2 that were outside of our little mud hut. And off in this direction is home. Yeah, you can see our mountains over there. Oh, mature rye. There's so many things I want. There's too many things that I want, and I have, like, max inventory already. Andesite cobble, 2 pieces. Let's toss that down. I have some rye on me, but I want the seeds, you know. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we got one of those temporal gears though. That is awesome. That is awesome. Because I've heard that they're like decently rare drop rate. But I think if you just go out at night and just start mass murdering drifters, and if I ever say lurker, I mean drifter. I don't know why I keep calling them lurkers, but I do. I have no clue. I have no actual clue why I call them that. But if you go out at night and just start mass murdering them, you will get it, I think. And that means we can set our spawn. The only thing is I don't know exactly where I would like my spawn to be. Maybe I just want it like right there near the blacksmith, where the blacksmith is going to go. It's actually super exciting because I wasn't expecting. I was thinking, you know, maybe once we go caving really heavy or something like that, we might come across it. But we got really, I think, really lucky. All right, I'm gonna dump this stuff in here. And guess what? We actually have the flax now. So if we do 4 of these, and we get 4 pieces of this flax twine, and then do 4 flax twine, we get normal stitch linen. And then if we take the normal stitch linen and we take, we're going to need some wood. So let's cut this stuff down. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this down as well. And then if we do our planks, our linen, and our 3 things of hay grass, we can make a wooden bed. You can see we can sleep for 6.5 hours a day. Whereas before it was 5 hours a day. So an hour and a half longer that we can sleep. And then I want to say there's the aged bed, which I think probably comes from dungeons, like all the age stuff, I think. And it lets you sleep for, I think it's 7.5 hours for that one. But yeah, what if I set a spawn point like right here? I mean, this is a pretty okay place, I think, to spawn in. Because it would be right by my blacksmith, where eventually I'm going to have tools. And then there's going to be a pathway right over in here that's going to come out, and I don't know, I'm thinking about actually having like a little berry farm area over in here maybe. Because what I'm thinking with the town is I don't want it to be really cramped and crowded. You know, I build big. That's just me. I build huge. And I can't, even if I plan on building small, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I kind of want to have it all spread out nice. So it feels more like you know, not a bustling town, just kind of like a little hamlet type town. And so, yeah, I think if we put our spawn point just right dead center in the middle of this, I think that would be good, because we would have, you know, the town back in this way, the blacksmith, maybe a berry farm, and then over there would be the road going through. So, yeah, let's take this. I don't exactly know how this thing works, so if we just, what? Okay. Alright, let me deal with this guy. I wonder, it says you can make a return point. I wonder if you can have multiples of these, or how that works. Okay, let's do this. Hold right click. Alright. So... I don't know. I guess if we die, we come back here. I think. Maybe so. We're going to hope so. Let me take my bed. We're going to set this thing up over here for right now. Yeah. Because the main reason I was killing them was to see, you know, maybe we can get a temporal gear. And then I also wanted to get the flax fibers. Of course, I can get it from farming too, but I want to get the flax fibers to make a new bed. Well, we got the new bed and we got the temporal gear. And we can almost sleep through the entire night now. And honestly, by the time I get in, because it's always like really late whenever I manage to get back to base. Or to stop whatever I'm doing. So... we'll probably be able to sleep through the night by that point. Now over here at the blacksmith, we'll be working over here a bit more next episode than this episode. But I want to get some sand, I think. I was playing around in the test world, either sand or gravel. For a lot of the ground over here, it's still going to have some green spots, but I do want like sand or gravel. And I think what I want is actually over at the elephant graveyard. Which is what I have taken to calling... oh yeah, I need to plant these birch saplings. Because we are going to need a lot of birch as we progress. Look at this, like I just shed food. I just have food coming in, just constant, just food. We're like so good on like food and materials. Well, kind of materials, sort of. But we are getting to where I think survival... I'm going to say it and then I'm going to die. But I think survival is getting a bit easier for us. I at least don't feel like I'm battling with food at all. And let's go ahead and put down our birch saplings. So we'll put like one right there. I'm sure these will get moved and we'll set up like a proper tree farm. But I want to see how these things... because we haven't actually had any saplings grow, maybe? Actually, I think one of the ones over there near the farms I planted, in fact. That might be... I might regret that, because that might be a little bit close to this, but that's fine. We got plenty to work on, so... look at that. We've got a lot of oil lamps. And I still got 2 over at the dirt hovel. That I'll move over here before too long. And I've got 1 extra already. Now over here, this is like... this will be like where the little thing ends. Let me actually go ahead and just make up, you know, a couple fences here. Just so I can drop these down. And then like this will be where the blacksmith's house is. And, you know, or the blacksmith itself. Not really his house, but the shop will be there. And I'm planning on putting some different kind of blocks on the ground, because of course the blacksmith, he's going to be dealing with fire, and you know there's like soot, and I don't know, you know, it needs to not be so grassy in his area, but still have like an outdoor space, because I am planning on, once we get to like the bloomery and stuff, I am planning on putting that out in you know, outside. And have some stuff like that outside. Hey, are you coming over here, or... nope, am I gonna... let me top off my health here a little bit, or my hunger, mainly. Oh, I need to make spears. Oh my gosh, he actually did a lot of damage, in fact. And I've noticed, like, if you do, like, hit and runs on these guys, say, no damage. That's like the way to do it. And a spear makes it, of course, spear makes it even easier. I need to get really kicking on some copper spears, because those copper spears are going to be great. Because spears, you can keep everything at a range, and it makes fighting like everything so much easier. But I do kind of want to stock up on fat while we're going through here. And I've taken to calling this place the elephant graveyard, because all these hyenas and stuff, it just reminds me of like the elephant graveyard on Lion King, kind of. So, oh, I was scared there for a second I was going to die. Which luckily, I guess the temporal gear sets our spawn point. And if so, then we're going to spawn like just right over there. But you know, I think I used it right. Seems like you just hold it and make the screen shake. There is, I believe that's coal right there. And look at all that quartz. We have a lot of quartz in this area, which is going to be awesome. Once we can't mine it yet, we have to get into alloys before we can actually mine that. We can get these ore bits, though. Like, look at all the ore bits. There's so much of it. So much of it. But what I'm looking for, I remember seeing it. It was like, actually this right here, the andesite gravel wouldn't be... This stuff might not be terrible. So I'm going to grab a couple pieces, but what I was actually looking for is a granite gravel. And I remember seeing it. We got 4 lumps of fat. That's not bad. That's a bit more oil lamps. There's lead. Oh, haha. We can actually mine this. And I want to say that we can use lead to make an alloy, I think. And my pick broke. Okay. But anyways, we got 5 lead ore chunks. Smelting temperature is 327 degrees Celsius. Galena. I mean, that's enough to make an ingot. We might actually be able to make an alloy. And I know where it's at. I mean, I can come back here, no problem. But I'm not seeing the gravel that I was looking for. We may wait on that till next episode. I remember seeing it somewhere here, I think. Oh, a bony ribcage. Let's take that too. Yeah, I actually got the bony ribcage. I think these are the babies. What used to be hyena babies. And I think they've grown up. Nope. No, you don't. Haha. Okay. I need to get back because my health's kind of low. I don't have any berries on me. And the sun setting. We will, next episode, we'll see if we can find that granite gravel. Because I remember seeing granite gravel when I was running through here. And because I was running through, you know, I was kind of taking a mental note. I seem to remember there being some somewhere around here. But we also might find it up around the mountain, though, too. That's very much a possibility. Oh, whoa. Just jumping off of stuff at me here. Which, I mean, these guys, the drifters aren't too bad, you know, if you're only fighting like 1 or 2 at a time, but it's when you get the big hordes that they're terrible, but, oh my gosh. This was a big episode, right? Because we got a new bed, and I think I need to restart my computer. I do apologize whenever it, like, chugs there for a second, or, like, locks up for a second, whenever it's loading terrain. I think I need to restart my computer. We got a new bed. We got a temporal gear. We killed a bunch of hyenas, and we found lead, which is pretty awesome, actually. And we started a road, which is also really cool. And, I mean, it's well lit. We've got lots of oil lamps going on. I've got enough fat to make 5 more. And I've actually got 1 left on me, and 1 right there, and 2 at the hovel that can go. You know, especially once we get moved. So, I mean, we're doing, what, that's 6, 7, 8... lamps that we can put in towards the road, which will be pretty good. Okay, so anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point. I know we didn't get like an actual structure built, but we're working towards it. I just want to start with roads, and it looks really cool, right? Like at a distance. Like, look at that. You gotta admit, that's really pretty. I love the lighting in this game so much. So much. Oh, and we started our little, like, dig through the mountain thing. You guys just really want to duke it out, don't you? It's kind of cool that temporal gear glows, so like you don't miss it. I don't know if there's really any benefit to having another one or not. Like if I had to guess, I would say no. This is actually kind of nice too, because the lurkers will come right up to the wall, and then I can literally just stab them. That one actually made me jump, but I can literally just stab them over the walls. So it's like free flax fiber, but. Anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so I am going to end this one out here. Next episode, we're going to continue building. We're going to go through Pride Rock, or not Pride Rock, the Elephant Graveyard over there. See if we can find maybe that gravel I was looking for. And I actually want to start on the blacksmith structure. Start. Not finished, but we're hopefully going to get started. So, and then whatever else we get into next episode. We'll see. So I'd also like to get the farm started, and like berry area started and stuff like that, but we'll see. We'll see what we get into next episode. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, I'm kind of scared like saying goodbye right out here, but I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.